All right, y'all, 5 things I love about my car. You see in the thumbnail, little Ecoboost. It is a base model, but I still love a lot of things about it, and I just want to say them real quick. 5 things in 5 minutes. I haven't watched any other videos on these, so I'm going to try to not say, I haven't watched other people's videos on these, so I hope I don't repeat what they're saying, but I'm just going to say my 5 things, and I hope they're different. I hope all Mustang owners don't like the same things, and I can say something different so you can consider if you want to buy this car, but here's my 5 things. I apologize for the lighting, y'all. It's nighttime. I wanted to film, and it was nighttime, and I was motivated, so. But first thing I love about this car is the interior. Now, this is aftermarket. It doesn't come like this. The base model has the calculator screen, or you can get the premium. This is just an eBay special. But I love the interior of this car. Just everything from the carbon fiber, the vents, like it's all just super, super, super clean. Looks super nice. It's very appealing to the eyes. I would love to have the digital dash on the I believe it's the performance packs, but I am more than fine with the 2 analogs. It's just a beautiful interior overall. Every time like someone looks at it for the first time, they're like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. So that's definitely the first thing I love about this car. Just every time I step in the interior, I'm happy, I feel grateful, and I wouldn't change a thing. It's better than the Challengers, and it's better than the Camaros. Not by a lot, but it's better than Camaro. So that's number 1. Now, the second thing I love about my car, and you might not hear this a lot, is actually the visibility. No, this is no Camry. This is no pickup truck. You ain't gonna see everything. But for a muscle car, well, this is a pony car because it's not a V8. But for, you know, the styling of a sports car, muscle car, whatever you want to call it, it has really, really good visibility in my opinion. I've driven Challengers and I've driven a Camaro. Windshield does not compare. It's huge. I can see everything like normal. Now, you do got these 2 little blind spots right here. I believe they're the B or C pillars. And there's not much space there. But, bro, I'm telling you, a Camaro window is probably half the size of that. And the back window is probably half the size of this. So the visibility is actually very nice. And it comes with, if you see right there, it comes with little blind spot mirrors. And if you get the blind spot monitor, like sensors thing, you're literally golden. So yeah, that's another thing I like about this car, is that the visibility for a sports car is not, you can't complain about it. So moving past the actual standing still stuff, drivability. I love the feel of this clutch. It is literally perfect. It is not too soft like a Civic Si or Civics in general. You know, BMW looks like pretty soft clutches, but it's not too stiff either, like a STI or for some reason a Jeep Wrangler. That was like the stiffest clutch ever. It's so perfect. It's just in the middle in terms of stiffness. I go in, it doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds, but it's not so light to the point where I don't know where the bite point is either. It never has me guessing. Every shift is just smooth. I drive some other cars and it's a little bit like shaky, the shifting, because it's just not a smooth clutch, but this one just feels so good. The shifter is another story. It doesn't feel as good as the clutch pedal itself, but I love the clutch pedal. And you guys gotta drive a Mustang if you never felt what in my opinion is a perfect feeling clutch. And I've driven a good amount of clutches, so yeah, that is definitely number 2. Now, number 4 is the handling. I actually am a really, really big fan of the handling of this car. The turning radius is great. Like it's not a I've heard that the Shelbys are pretty bad, where you try to like do a U-turn, it's like literally moving a pickup truck, a Ford F-250 Super Duty. But this car, it's very nimble. Like you see, it goes where I want it to go. All that weight reduction in the front from not having a V8 actually does help it be a little bit more nimble. Now, this car is nowhere near as fast or fun as a V8, but it definitely has a good handling aspect to it that I think if you've never driven one, you would find appealing when you get to drive one. So yeah, if you're looking to get one of these cars, like the handling of these cars, in my opinion, it's very good. It's predictable. I'm confident driving this car with traction control off, how predictable it is, and it feels great in the hands. So that's the 4th thing I really like about this car. And the 5th thing I really like about this car, and this one is because I modified it, but the turbo sounds. Oh my gosh, let me see if y'all can hear it better with the windows down. There's probably gonna be a bunch of wind noise, but y'all, a V8 sounds better. I'm not delusional. I know a V8 sounds better, but this thing, especially on the downshifts, just that little psh, it's just so fun to hear. And especially coming from just a Camry that was like basically straight pipe, this just has a lot deeper tone. It sounds more like a car and less like a lawnmower that someone done put Hennessy in and just started going crazy and chopping. Nah, it sounds like a good, just little turbo car. And if this car had looked any different than a Mustang, people would think it actually sounds good. But because it's a Mustang, people say it sounds bad. That's just what I think. But let me see if I can hear it again. Oh, it just never gets old. I never ever shift and it's like, oh, it's annoying. It is just so satisfying. Hearing a turbo and hearing the spool. So yeah, guys, that concludes my quick little video. Just 5 things I wanted to share real quick that I really like about this car. While it has the downside of being an Ecoboost and not a V8, if you're looking to buy into one of these, man, you should really consider, like, it's not as bad as people make it seem. And when you compare it constantly to the V8, of course it's going to lose in almost every category. But that's not what this car was made for. This car was made for the people that love how the Mustang look and just want to be a part of it without spending $1 million on gas in the car itself. Don't get me wrong, if I could trade in this car for a V8 in a heartbeat, I would. I want a V8. That's my dream, one of my affordable dream cars. And that's the goal after this car. But for right now, I'm content, and I like more things than dislike about this car, which surprised me even. Oh, there goes a Corvette. That dude is zooming. Wow. But yeah, that concludes this video. 5 things I like in 5 minutes, give or take. And I hope y'all enjoy the next one. Stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all.